Hello guys! Got some Romulan ale. It's illegal in the Federation space, but I managed to get some. Damn, that's strong. But before you get completely creeped out by me becoming a complete nerd, I'll stop right there. So far I've shown you quite some food videos, and even if some of the food was typical Austrian or German for that matter, I think it's still pretty much known, at least in most parts of the world. Now recently I was talking to Pukadon, and we both came to the conclusion that there might be some things that are really only known here in Austria, or at least in all of the German-speaking countries. How many are there? It's like Germany, Austria and Switzerland. Anyways, so far I wasn't thinking of those things because I take them for granted. They are literally part of everyday life here. So I'm really interested if any of you guys out there know at least one of those things. The first snack that comes to mind would be the Leberkäse. Actually, there's not even a proper English translation for this one. I looked it up in several English dictionaries and most of them translated as meatloaf. But no, that's absolutely wrong. This is meatloaf.
Sex and drums and rock and roll.
Obviously spiced up ground meat, shaped and baked. Actually, the German word Leberkäse literally would translate as liver cheese, but that's really inaccurate because, as far as I know, there's no liver in it, and the usual version doesn't even come with cheese. And since it's kind of hard to describe by words alone, I'm gonna show you. This is how we like to eat it around here, in a fresh baked roll. Now, the Leberkäse itself is like some sort of meat pâté. It's got a very fine texture, and usually it's made out of pork, but the more traditional and intense tasting version is made out of horse meat. Excuse me, I can't resist. The Leberkäse comes in big blocks and is heated in a baking oven and then stored at relatively low heat to keep it warm for the rest of the day inside the oven. And you just slice some slices out of it and eat it in a roll. You can get it in different variations. The preferred one of mine being the Käse-Leberkäse. This one doesn't have much cheese in it, as you can see, because it's something of a cheap-ass one, but maybe you can see the cheese glob inside. Cheese for the win! You can also get it filled with various chili peppers, from spice level mildly entertaining to hot as hell. And talking about translation, the Käse-Leberkäse version, the version with cheese in it, would literally translate as cheese liver cheese. Now isn't that just ridiculous? The next one is also quite popular and unique, but I think it was more popular in the past, but you can get it in the stores, like literally in every store. It's the Gobber Beason, which literally translates as fork bite or something like that. Probably because there's nothing much to it and it's eaten kind of fast. Well, basically it consists of a layer of mayonnaise, one slice of carrot, one slice of a pickled cucumber, and a thin slice of ham or fish. And on top of that there's a rather thick layer of gelatine. Can you see that? Sometimes there are also peas and little pieces of vegetables in the mayonnaise. Oh, there's a pea. But since I really loathe the consistency and texture and the slimy taste of gelatine, I don't really eat that. But the ham seems good to me. And the mayonnaise. And maybe the pickled cucumber. Ah, what the hell. Also a real classic or a downright institution are Dragé-Kekse in Austria. They are little cookies covered with chocolate, and they've been around like forever. And the classic version comes with dark chocolate, but nowadays they are also available in milk chocolate only, or even covered with white chocolate, or a mix of all of that. That's what they look like up close. Nothing much to it, just crumbly cookies covered with chocolate. Apparently their selling slogan is "Wenn ich nur aufhören könnt", which means if I could only stop. And I guess they haven't changed their slogan in all these years for nothing. Damn. And lastly, at least for this time, Liptauer comes to mind. There's also no English translation for Liptauer. It's some sort of cream cheese spread with paprika, some peppers, herbs, spices, and you can get it from mild to hot. Basically, you could say the deeper reddish the color, the spicier the Liptauer. But even the hot one isn't too spicy at all. On the other hand, there are probably as many Liptauer recipes as there are families in Austria. So in the past I also tasted one that numbed my taste buds completely for like 5 or 6 hours. And boy, that was hot. Now the most common way to eat a spread obviously is with a fresh baked roll. Alternatively, there's also a way of serving the Liptauer in traditional Austrian drinking places. I was going to say izakaya, but that's Japanese. But I think you get my drift. And their way is to serve them not with bread, but with soletti. I don't have soletti right now, so I can't show you, but basically they are very thinly baked salted pretzel sticks. They are very crispy, and you can just dip them into the Liptauer. Okay guys, that's all for now. I'm sorry this has been somewhat of an unspectacular video, only me talking into the camera. More like a vlog actually. And yeah, see you next time, and I hope I was able to show you something new today. However, if you live outside a German-speaking country, which I'm sure most people do, and you know one of those things, or all of the things, or some of the things I just showed you, please tell me in the comments.